So we have the Radom Mini Jack pistol. I have a bone steel CNC Warrior side folding brace, folds to the right, a Taro Arms rail for the top there, replace the sight, primary arms, the new advanced micro dot, a US Palm AK grip, I like those a lot, and a Radom booster to put on the end to top it off. So we're going to upgrade this and make this pistol more useful. So as you can see, I have this put up in one of my smaller vices. I have disassembled, even taken the safety out, because I'm sure the drill bit couldn't possibly hit it if I put enough pressure. Anyways, I've stripped it down, bolt everything out. I have my drill bits set out. I'm going to step this up low to high, because if you start high, it's going to take you forever and you may screw it up. I'm good at screwing things up. So I'm going to find my center point and measure both ends here. I'm going to go ahead and make my center point just to look it up myself. The CNC Warrior calls for a 3/8 inch hole at the end to fit this guy here in. It's a bolt, but then it's got this washer that's kind of a spacer as well, and it is bigger than 3/8. Sitting there, measured it, made sure. According to CNC Warrior's website, you are supposed to measure 0.562 up from the bottom, so you got 562 thousandths. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark my holes and get this guy going. You'll see me here in a minute. So as you can see, I have the center point here, and the 562 thousandths is actually a lot lower. And I started looking at it. There is a top shelf to your rear trunnion here. If you put it there, I don't believe there's a way that you could actually get your nut in there and actually turn it. So they have it a little bit lower so you can actually reach it. So I'm assuming that's why that is. I don't think it's going to be an issue, because as you can see, the rear end of this is just a slot, and it just sits right in there. If I can get the damn thing in there, but there we go. See, you've got a lot of room for error in that whole slot. So I'll put I'll put a drill bit right here on their recommended spot, but you have a stop on both ends, the top and the bottom here, so it fits right on the back of this trunnion, and it squares right on it real nice. I'm going to put this right where the low recommended setting is, so you can kind of see where your bolt is going to sit. If I could get my fat fingers out of the way. So anyways, it's kind of hard to see, but you are just about right there. It ain't gonna happen. I don't have 10 arms. So anyways, we're gonna start drilling. The lighting out here is pretty terrible. We're gonna try to make this work. Anyways, I'm a mouth breather. I usually do things half-assed. Anyways, center punch is probably gonna be your friend, especially for this smaller. Let's see, this is 7/64. I'm gonna go ahead and start a tiny one. Work up to, what was that, 3/16, and then we'll get to the 3/8 at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and center punch this, make a divot, that way nothing gets all wonky and comes off my mark. Don't be a dumbass. Small drill bit, make sure your chuck is not bent. Safety glasses. I don't think I need to explain it, but you don't get other eyes. So the hole's drilled. My cockeyed ass actually got it a little off center, but there's a little bit of play in that channel, so I'm not worried about it. I've fitted already once. I just wanted to show everybody putting it together. The nut that goes on the inside, I have pulled out a small 11mm wrench. That's what I'm going to tighten it up with. So I went ahead and used 5 drill bits, and you probably would like to use some cutting fluid, some cutting oil of some sort. It helps. The there when you get up to the bigger bits, you were chewing a lot off there. So I went ahead and did 5 step up. It took longer to change 5 drill bits out than it did to do the whole damn thing. So it ain't a whole big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing lined up and I'll be back. So there's that. It is even. Like I said, there's play on each side. Tighten it down. The hardest thing is getting a wrench in there in that hole where that shelf is. I had to take the close end and just inch it closed. I basically took a crescent wrench and the wrench there, tightened it down to where I knew there was a little bit of room, and then just threw it on there. So it's really not that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and reassemble, see how she fits. So we have the finished product. It's a little stiff. I mean, it's brand new, so basically you pull it down there, spring loaded, flips to the side, locks in. It's pretty sturdy. It's not gonna rattle around too much. Looks like you can still move your safety in between there if you need to. I mean, if I'm gonna stow it, I'm gonna have it on safe anyways, but pops right out. I'll work this a few times. I'll oil that up pretty good, that hinge. It looks like it could use it, but I mean, all in all, this thing's solid as hell. I like it. You could possibly fire it from here. Obviously, you can get your finger in there. You still gotta knock that out of the way a little bit, but you could possibly sweep that down and fire. I need to work on that safety, but she's all tight. She's new. This damn thing ain't even been shot yet. I've had this thing since October. Moves and new jobs. I haven't had time. That's why I'm doing it right now. Didn't see any videos that were really worth a shit. Wanted to go ahead and just put one out. Let everybody see how easy this thing really is. So we'll go ahead and call this number 1 of, let's see, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 3 parts. How to upgrade a pistol. I'll go ahead and start this now. This is officially 1. I will see you all later.